Hello there, Alex here, welcome back to another Warcraft video. Today we're going to be looking at the changes coming to the Monk class in the Shadowlands pre-patch. So we'll start off with looking at the general changes affecting all classes, Brewmaster, Mistweaver and then Windwalker. So here we go. So looking at the general changes which will affect all classes, Leg Sweep radius increased to 6 yards from 5. Monk's Peak of Serenity and Enlightenment above now grants rested experience. Was experience bonus. Spinning Crane Kick is now capped at 6 targets, and all monks now have access to the following abilities: Expel Harm, which expels negative chi from your body, healing you and dealing 10% of the amount healed as native damage to an enemy within 8 yards. Now has a 15-second cooldown. Spinning Crane Kick, spin while kicking in the air, dealing physical damage every 1.5 seconds. Touch of Death, which will deal damage equal to 35% of your maximum health against players and stronger creatures under 50% health, and has a 3-minute cooldown. Fortifying Brew turns your skin to stone 15 seconds, increasing your current and maximum health by 15%, and all damage reduced by 15%. Now let's look over Brewmaster. So now it's looking at Brewmaster, which has a lot of changes, so sit tight for this one. We have a new passive, which is Shuffle, which allows you to shuffle during combat, increasing the effectiveness of your stagger by 75%. Shuffle is going to by attacking enemies with your Keg Smash, Blackout Kick and Spinning Crane Kick. Your new ability, Celestial Brew, replacing Iron Skin Brew. Swigger this allows you to absorb damage. Additionally, Purifying Stagger damage increases absorption by up to 200%. I haven't read this one around. Stacks with 10 times and adds 20% absorption per stack, giving you 200% of course. Evoke Noritsu, the Black Ox, is no longer attacked on learns at level 42 to all Brewmasters. Noritsu no longer taunts the target and now has a 25 second duration. Purifying Brew now has 2 charges instead of 3 and no longer shares the charges with any other brew, and also has the effect of increasing the absorption of your next Celestial Blow by up to 200% based on your current level of stagger. Expel Harm now has the additional effect of reducing its cooldown by 10 seconds and draws in positive chi healing spheres to increase all healing done by your Expel Harm. Blackout Strike renamed to Blackout Kick and now grants Shuffle for 3 seconds. Keg Smash now reduces brew recharge time by 3 seconds and has an additional effect of granting Shuffle for 5 seconds. Seems to be a lot based around Shuffle in this one, the new passive. Spinning Crane Kick will now deal damage again Shuffle for 1 second and causes your Gifted Ox healing spheres to travel towards your location. Blackout Kick can now be used while dual wielding. Breath of Fire and Keg Smash now deal reduced damage on secondary targets along with everything else. Fortifying Brew cooldown is now 6 minutes instead of 7, so you can use it more often. And we have a few new talents, which the first one being Exploding Keg, which will deal fire damage to nearby enemies at the target location and will cause them to miss their next melee attacks for 3 seconds. Celestial Flames, which will replace Guard, which has a 30% chance to coat the Monk in flames for 6 seconds, increasing damage reduction of Breath of Fire by 5%. And Spinning Crane Kick also causes the Breath of Fire. Light Brewing has been redesigned to reduce the cooldown of Petrifying Brew and Celestial Brew by 20%. Black Ox Brew now also resets the cooldown of Celestial Brew. Special Delivery now procs off all of your brews, and the Rushing Jade Wind will only hit 6 targets in line with all the others. So now we are moving on to Mistweaver. So a few changes to Mistweaver, not many. The following talents have been adjusted. Invoke Chiji, the Red Crane, has been redesigned to make you immune to all moving effects for 25 seconds. Chiji jumps up gusts of mist with your Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick or Spinning Crane Kick, healing up to 2 enemies and reducing the cost and cast time of your next enveloping mist by 33%, stacking up to 3 times, and Chiji will now assist the monk and deal additional damage. Manatee's duration has been reduced to 10 seconds from 12 and is no longer on the global cooldown. So next we have Windwalker. Okay, now onto Windwalker. Fists of Fury can now be used while holding a 2-handed weapon. Touch of Death now has a 3-minute cooldown instead of 2. Invoke Huan the White Tiger is no longer a talent and learned at level 42, and its duration is increased to 24 seconds. Spinning Crane Kick damage increased by up to 6 mark of the crane debuffs inflicted upon targets, it was 5. Storm Earth and Fire is no longer on the global cooldown, so you can use it as often as the ability allows. Fist of Fury can now only hit up to 6 targets alongside all the other changes. Changes to the following talents: Serenity and Energizing Elixir no longer have the global cooldown, and Rushing Chainwind can only hit 6 targets. In regards to PvP changes, Reverse Harm has been redesigned to increase all healing done with your expel harm by 100% and causing 2G to generate when used. Pressure Points has been redesigned so Touch of Karma's cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds when the player is killed using the Touch of Death. Okay, so that's it for this one. So if you enjoyed it, I can punch like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, link down below as always. I've been X, and I'll see you all in the next Warcraft video. Thanks a lot for watching.